Welcome to a Friday night edition of All-Star Fandom Prime. We had a big Wednesday with the Lee Walls. Go back and take a look at that video. But we're going to be covering this week in fandom. A lot happened. We're going to break down episode 7 of Daredevil Born Again. A lot happened there with reactions, reviews, breakdowns. We're doing it all there. And a Django Zorro movie. And there's a comic, apparently. Didn't know that. We dive into that and what Quentin Tarantino has to say about this adaptation. And Spider-Noir had a trailer. It wouldn't be a show of All-Star Fandom Prime if we didn't react to a trailer. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, because All-Star Fandom starts now. All right, so we're here. We're all here. Somebody else might not be here. I'm not saying who, but it's another person's picture. But we're gonna get to that in a second because I'm sure you watched it. I'm sure you've seen it. I got my thoughts about it. We all got our thoughts about it. But what we're gonna do is we broke them into acts tonight. So this episode, I want to do something a little different, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, instead of running through a whole recap, we're going to break this down act by act. We're going to pause for discussion in between. And because the episode is generally pretty dense too, there's a lot to unpack. So I'm glad we came back on a Friday night to come back and talk about this one. So act 1, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right. So act 1, Karen Page is processed into the 15th precinct, stripped, humiliated, but she's unbroken. Wilson Fisk himself shows up to lecture her, and she turns it right back on him. She reads the fear in his eyes, names it out loud, and Fisk grabs her by the throat before catching himself. He can't do what he wants, not here, not officially. So he lets her go. But Karen knows she has the upper hand on him for the first time all season. We get a familiar face that comes back into play. Detective Brett Mahoney, played by Royce Johnson. He returned, a longtime ally on the Netflix era series, and quietly gives Karen a moment outside her cell, just long enough for Matt to reach her in the alley for a brief, raw reunion before her trial. That's where we'll stop Act 1. Okay? Jen, at what point did you think Fisk was going to pop her head off? Because I thought it was. I thought it was happening.
The whole honestly, the moment where she walked over to the door, I'm like, he's gonna grab her. He's gonna end her right here. Why are you walking over there? But it's like when you watch a horror movie. Why are you all running in the house? Don't go in the house. Why are you going by the door? And then he grabbed her. I'm like, no. But then, yeah, to what you said, she has the upper hand because he's right now. Okay, I'm gonna get too far ahead.
Yeah, I'm keeping him in act, Jen. Keep him in act.
Yeah, no, I thought she was gonna die. I thought she was gonna die. I was like, I'm sorry.
So, Doc, with the way that Karen looked Fisk directly in the eyes too, and told him he was afraid, and this time she was right. Like, we haven't seen him. We seen him twitchy the last episode, right? We saw what happened there. Yep. People got bear hugged to death, and he lets her go. So has any character in this show gotten under Fisk's skin the way that Karen did at that moment?
Charlie has. That's probably the only other person that's gotten under his skin. And the person that's doing the BB, that's doing the, the videos. But
he always have Vanessa too. Go ahead.
Yeah. But Karen, she, you know what I'm saying? She look, her man is the Daredevil, bro. She didn't grew a little spine on her, son. She done took out 2 people out here in these streets. She really ain't scared of Fisk. She actually, if she had a gun, she'd have shot him in the face right there. You know what I'm saying? Sure. The way she stood up and walked over there to him and looked at him like, no, you really ain't nothing. You feel me?
Or and then
even when he grabbed her, she was like, okay, and the look on her face after he left, You know what I'm saying? She was like, no, I see you in court pimping. I love it.
So with that being said, too, we get Brett back, which was really dope to see a familiar face back from the Netflix series, because he's been that thread between the entire Netflix series, right? Punisher, Daredevil. I don't know if he showed up in Luke Cage. I can't remember, but at least those two for core. For Daredevil, at least
I don't think he
up.
was in Luke Cage.
No, I don't think he was either.
In Luke Cage.
And I know we're all a fan of this return too, but like seeing him on screen, I think this series as a whole this season has been like, hey man, we acknowledge Netflix finally. Yeah. Like fully embrace Netflix. Come on over here. Cause I don't know if y'all saw, like in one of the like shots of the city, you could see the Avengers Tower, well, the new Avengers Tower in the skyline. Go back and look at it if you haven't seen it.
I missed that.
Yeah, go back and look at it, because this is the second time they sneaked it in there, and that's all we were wanting from the Netflix series, right? We just wanted that recognition that, hey man, that big green guy y'all talked about, we know who that is, but y'all can't say his name.
You know, that's very interesting, because I think, what was it, 2 episodes ago, where that very interesting shot of Daredevil running away, and then there's apparently the Watcher watching, and now we're getting the Avengers Tower in the skyline. That's some intention.
It was all like, just recognize, acknowledge us, man. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. And I feel like this season they really, really went in on making sure that this is all connected now. Mm-hmm. In whatever way they want it is connected now. But again, early, very, very tense scene at the beginning, just the whole strip search and humiliated walk that she had, sort of the perp walk. Well, not a perp walk, but the, hey, you're in jail now. There's no one to save you at this point. And I think it appears that her and Daredevil both realized that
I don't think
they processed you.
I don't think you get it. She was in a cell by herself. Dog, she'd been through the war. Ain't nobody in there finna mess with that girl. Not no other woman. Ain't nobody finna mess with Karen Page, bro.
No.
She would probably lay all of them out.
But also, given the fact that their meetup at the end, Fisk made it legit. He made the arrest legit. He didn't put her in any camp or anything like he did our boy, the swordsman. Like he processed her to make it like a legit, and that's one reason he couldn't choke her out either, too. Like he couldn't just kill her in prison.
He wanted to have Buck come and clean her up, but he, like, even Matt says it. He's like, he processed you.
Yeah, like this is it.
This is it.
But
go ahead,
Jen.
Well, to get back to our friend who just walked on the scene, I am loving that they are connecting everything. And I've said this before with other episodes where they have connected things from the Netflix series into here. I love that we're getting this, because it's like what you said, you know, they're just acknowledging, yes, this all happened. We're not going to change it. We're not going to change characters. It happened. These people are definitely essential to the story. And I like how they're bringing in these characters at the right time. I think the execution of that has been very good, like with Jessica Jones, and then now the sprinklings of other characters that are somewhere out there that they keep naming, and now he just walks in right when you need him. So this is being executed so well. It makes sense to when you're introducing them. It's not too soon. It's not too much where we're like, you couldn't have waited till this episode. Why this episode? It's really thought out.
No, like even with one more episode left, right? Like this felt like, I don't know, a little bit of a calm before the storm here before we got to the end of this episode. But with the next act, it really picked up, because we got the conclusion of what both Karen and Matt sort of came to, because the courtroom started. But before we got to the courtroom, did I put these in order? Yeah, I put these in order. Jessica, before we get to the courtroom, the Jessica Charles connection, along with a little bit of a Luke Cage breadcrumb as well, which was really dope to hear from there. So Jessica confronts Mr. Charles and threatens him, but he stops her cold with one piece of information: that Luke Cage is overseas on Black Ops mission, pretty much doing the God's work or whatever he said.
That's what he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, over there doing God's work.
He's doing the Lord. He said he's doing the Lord's work.
Doing the Lord's work. So overseas on a Black Ops mission for the agency, and Charles is her only line to him, apparently. First time Luke is named in the show as well, and that's again connecting Netflix. We're here, and again we saw the leaked photos, but it's like no one cares. We're just like, hey, we just listening for his name. What do you say? He said name. Okay,
that's all we wild to say too. Like we saw the leaked photos, but who cares?
Isn't it? It's wild to say, and we're
about to get Luke Cage back on screen, bro. We don't care. Yeah,
but exactly,
and nobody cares. And here's the thing, and I'll get back in this. They're filming season 3.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they are.
They're filming season 3. We've been waiting on it. We've been waiting on it.
Out in the open. And then Mike Coulter put out a picture that he wasn't supposed to put out, and he deleted it.
Yep.
Who knows what might happen, man? Hey, but few more things. So yeah, that's the first time we get that name drop. Charles also delivers the key intel that Governor McCaffrey has pulled her support from Fisk. With Vanessa gone, she sees no reason to keep negotiating with Fisk right now in his free fall. And Charles sort of was burnt by Fisk with the weapon betrayal too. And so it's pushing her towards the exit. So Luke, let's go ahead and do this, because I know we saw leaked photos of it. It is what it is. It's out there. But Luke Cage is out here doing Black Ops missions overseas, and clearly he's coming back. We saw the photos.
Yeah.
How soon do you think we get Mike Coulter back? Do we get him season 2?
Next episode.
You think we get him next episode?
Dog, I ain't been rolling this whole season. Except one time when my man Punisher didn't show up. But yeah, next episode.
Jen?
It's possible that it could be next episode, but then we also have the Punisher special. We don't know what that's going to be. He might come in there. Because now, like within this episode, from what we're seeing, from
both of them come up in there.
That part, because what we're seeing in Act 1 and Act 2 of the show, from what we discussed, everyone at this point, including Charles, is turning against Fisk. Mm-hmm. So it's the question we have posed before. It's like, okay, well, what is it going to take for the Punisher to come out? What's that thing that makes him come out for one final lap around what he does? And
I feel like I brought it up last week.
Well, my point exactly with why am I blanking out? The lawyer who came back from Netflix show in Act 1? The lawyer?
Foggy?
No. The guy we just talked about who came back to talk to Karen and brought him.
He's the
detective.
Detective, thank you.
Yeah.
It's like the detective. Like, he's a prime example. We had no idea he was coming, but it adds to the question of, what does it take for these certain characters to come out? Now Karen's in jail, they go get him, and here he comes on set. So it's interesting how certain scenarios are bringing out certain characters one by one. So yeah, it could be next week. But it's also still that it's still the question of, well, what is the one thing where it's gonna make them come out? So
about something, and y'all might not have thought about this. What if it's neither one of them, and your boy Rand come out with the Iron Fist action? I think they're gearing up for a Defender season 2, bro.
Well, it's so hard to say, because if we get a Defender season 2, that'd be dope.
Right,
but they're woven into like Daredevil's like full-on story. Like he's the Iron Man of this universe. You know what I mean? Like he's the Tony Stark of the Netflix in this universe, right? I don't know if Mike's coming back that quick, man. But Daniel Rand,
because first of all, this is why I say he coming back, bro.
But they were heroes for hire too. Like that's a comic book run for where. But here's the thing: they're working to keep Jessica and Danielle safe.
But here's the thing: after I promise you, once your boy Luke Cage find out Mother Effers was at his house, bro, he coming over there. So the thing is, y'all keep saying how soon. I'm thinking he coming back in the very next episode for the simple fact somebody went to his house with guns and his daughter was there. Because he know Jessica can protect her own. He may not even know that her powers are going in and out right now. You know what I'm saying? But for the simple fact somebody went after his daughter, yeah, bro, he might be on the plane right now flying over there.
You remember that beat that he was walking to down that street? Like when he was walking with a purpose in season 1.
Which one? When he had the blue hoodie on, when he was going to see them dudes?
No, he was like in, I think he was just like in a t-shirt, but it had a very black Dynamite beat sort of to it.
Oh,
he was just walking down the sidewalk.
Yes.
And I was like, boy, you don't want to.
You don't want the problem.
You don't want it. That's a man walking with a purpose.
Just let him walk.
That's what I'm saying. He might be on the airplane right now, dog.
Everyone leave him alone.
Bro, they sent somebody after, and then your man try to justify like, no, they were supposed to just talk to you. Nah, bro. When Luke find out, he gonna be on your case, dog.
Okay, we really think they were there to talk. The boys
came out. Exactly.
No.
The way they talk.
No. They were there to They were there to conquer. And they failed in the conquering. No, absolutely not.
But hey, if Luke Cage pops up, that'd be dope for a season, to an end of season.
Hell yeah.
But then it confirms what they're setting up for what's coming down the pipe. It's just also gonna add additional confirmation.
What do y'all think that vulnerability angle does for Jessica Jones? Because
it terrifies her.
Well, no, what I'm just saying, like as a viewer for us, like what do you see is like we saw her so like powerful. I'm sorry I'm saying like so much. I've been trying to figure out how I can stop saying that so much. But this is the first time we've seen her vulnerable. How does that make you feel?
Like she's human?
Well, she is to a point.
I mean, she's a superhuman, but this makes you feel like she's just a regular person. She has fears just like everybody else.
Well,
because at first we didn't see any fear in her face. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before she didn't have anything so valuable where she even has to question herself and how she moves and operates, because it leads back to this one thing that she is going to, that is the most precious thing to her out of everything she has. So there is a real stake in the game for her now, because now always in the back of her head, and I'm sure it's like this for every parent, you're always going to think of, well, how is this going to affect my kid? How is this going to affect my kid? How is this going to affect my kid? So it just, this work for what, here's the thing we're seeing too in the show that I'm absolutely loving, even though we're surrounded by superhumans, even though they're superhumans, all of them have something of value that they are attached to. And even though they're superhuman, they all can still end up in the same place, which is nixed. And if they're nixed, other people that they're connected to, if they're found out, can also get nixed. So it just shows that they're superhuman, yes, but then they're not so far above everyone else where they will not experience great loss or worse than what we would experience, those of us who are not superhuman, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I like the wrinkle because I like a show with stakes, man. If she can just walk through people like she has been, I don't know. She was invulnerable essentially, man. That's same with Luke. You have to sort of make them vulnerable in a way that we can progress the story sometimes. But this is different for her stories like that we've seen so far. And I haven't done a deep dive into Danielle. I just knew that was Luke Cage's and her daughter. So I don't know what her.
I'm pretty sure she had
like
impenetrable skin and the whole thing.
Oh, there's gonna be.
I mean, being born from both of them, yeah.
Oh yeah,
she's got something. We just don't know what it is yet. But yeah, well, the other thing too about what Jessica's going through, as a woman, I like because when women have children, they go through a lot of change. Things change after, postpartum. So yeah, that it just makes a lot of sense that she had a child, and like any other, like all the women out there, things change. Her body has changed because it's been through a lot of trauma. So how her body's responding to that trauma, healing from that trauma, of course there's going to be a change. You just don't know what it is until you start walking through it.
I just thought it was ironic that I literally recently watched 2 shows that had the same concept. Because if you watch Invincible, it's the same. It was the same concept with Eve.
Mm-hmm.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Boy, talk about it.
I don't know how though you could do that type of concept differently with the female character, as long when you're using they have.
I mean, because obviously I've never seen that concept before in a live action or in animation. I haven't seen the concept when the woman has a child, she loses her powers. Normally, she gets stronger.
I feel like I'm not saying it's a trope, but I feel like we've seen it in other places. I just can't put we can't put our fingers on it right now. Because it's like something taken away from the mom at this. And we just brought up Invincible. It's a thing that runs more often than we think sometimes. I just think these 2 shows at the point where they are now is sort of bringing it a little bit more to light.
Yeah.
Because nothing ever happens to the guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like,
no, your boy Invincible get beat to sleep all the time. No, something always happens to him.
No, I'm just saying, like, he don't. Lose
I know what you mean, dog. I'm just saying, your boy be out there in space, getting his face smashed in, dog.
Okay, so how many beams do you have to take to be like?
A lot, apparently, dog.
There's so many planets in the universe. You gonna decide to stay here?
Yeah. And that pissed me off. And the simple fact, he was like, and if you even think about doing something, you know what? We getting off subject. I apologize. That's on me.
Yeah, man. Invincible is really good this season.
It's really good. If you have not seen it, go on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, and watch Invincible, bro. It is freaking phenomenal.
Do it. No, but back to the point we were talking about. I think the reason why it's so prominent in this show is because when you look at Wanda Maximoff, nothing happened to her after she had her boys. Essentially, she was fine. And any other
was she though?
She was mental because of Vision, bro.
That
ain't got nothing to do with her having no baby.
I'm only talking about she did not lose her powers like Jessica Jones did after having the children. I'm not talking about her mental state.
Nothing happened to Sue, did it, in Fantastic Four?
No. That's what I'm saying. We hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it. Let me do
a search. Y'all talk amongst yourself.
No, like
Jen.
I don't believe anything happens to Sue either. Like she's fine. Her powers are fine. Like
she got stronger. Like every time we think about it, every time a woman superhero has a child, they normally get stronger, not weaker. So to see them get weaker, I think that's why all of our brains latched on to that, because we have not seen that, because we watch so much film. We watch so many TV series. We watch so many animated shows. I mean, unless I'm wrong, I could be, but I haven't.
Well, no, like even in the Star Wars IP, we've never seen that with female characters, especially if they are Jedi. That doesn't happen. I'm trying to think. I mean, Lord of the Rings doesn't have like superpower human people, and there's really no one having children on screen or anything like that. But no, from what I can recall, just everything I've consumed, I've never seen it before.
And I think they add that in for the simple fact of the legendary story of the mother whose child is in danger. She lifts up a car. bro, we ain't never seen a woman get weaker, dog, when they have a child.
True. And it's
it
more
has
of
been
the
a
mama
trope,
bear
though.
thing.
It has been a bit
trope?
of a trope in things, though. Yeah. So there has been a lot of female superheroes who lost or significantly altered their powers after having child within comics.
Okay.
I don't know about live action, but for comics at least, it's happened to Sue Storm. Her pregnancies were highly dangerous due to Frank's mutant powers affecting her in utero. Like, it's a lot. Jean Grey, Jessica Jones obviously is one that they have here. They do have Scarlet Witch listed. Tommy and Billy being fragments of Mephisto's soul.
Yes.
They were erased from existence.
But that didn't make her weaker, though.
Mental state.
That's why I say it's a mental state.
But we saw her in Doctor Strange. I mean, it altered her.
Yeah, it did. No, you're right. That's a word, lawyer. Yeah, that you can use that.
Okay, so within the comic book lore, that is common, but for the cinematic universe, this is the first time we're seeing it with Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, got it.
The vulnerability makes you nervous for her, man. I think she's gonna get shot, bro. Man, your boy Luke Cage is gonna lose his. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's stakes to her now.
There are
like there's good stakes to her because it's like the Ninja Turtles movie. We're bulletproof. Yes. What's the reason for me to watch the rest of this? What's the reason? That's the reason.
Literally, the bullets were bouncing off their shells of all things.
Off their shells and off their chest.
And off the chest.
Just went in slow motion. Like. And the foot got guns, man. But anyway, now I'm off topic because now I just want to talk about
the more cherry about to pop up.
Look at your notes, Dion. Look at your notes. Come back.
I'm at my notes, but yeah, we do see Cherry in this one. He obviously is better after his heart attack. Obviously, we see him wherever he was hiding out. He appears now. And it's a lot. I felt like they were still talking in code. I ran that back like 3 times just to sort of catch it, just to see if she would be sticking around. I kind of hate that she wouldn't like just say straight out, like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around to see this through. One, Matt needs me. And then, hey, Charles is out there and he gave all the information to her to give to Matt about the governor. Like, let's ride this thing out. So at that point in time, I was like, come on, just team up, man. We got one more episode left.
Well, like, this is
got a baby.
Yeah. I was just about to say, there's something in Act 3 we need to talk about. That's what I was gonna say.
So moving on through this too, we do get the courtroom. This is probably one of my favorite scenes.
Oh yes,
this episode. So yeah, Fisk has turned Karen's vigilante trial into a live televised spectacle. McDuffie is losing until the door swing open.
That's my
when those doors open and Matt walked in and said his name and the reaction of everyone on screen, I applauded and I said, "Now that is some good chess playing. That is a game of chess right there. That is a move."
This is what they discussed outside the precinct, right? They were like, "Hey, you had to know then, like Matt had to come out of the shadows after this. Like, there's no more hiding."
He doesn't have a choice.
So when this happened, I was expecting this to happen.
I wasn't. Again, I have always said, I guess I'm just that gullible. That I was like, oh my gosh, yes! I want to say something here's really interesting. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in the state of New York, court trials, no matter the level, if it's federal government or not, they are not allowed to be recorded. That is a state law here in New York City that court cases are not allowed to be recorded like other states have that allowance. So I found that interesting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fisk was like, "We're televising the court case."
They had a room full of cameras. But
that's the thing. But that's Fisk sort of changing.
Yeah,
doing whatever he wants. Like he
right.
put it on public display.
that's another reason why I actually, this is for this episode for me, this was my all-time favorite scene because there were so many things happening, and then me knowing that because I live in New York, that's actually a real law here. I'm like, oh wow, he changed that. Jeez.
You see, and
look,
that,
I got a question
for
y'all though.
Okay.
Didn't Matt put him in jail before?
Yes. I believe so.
What is it gonna change if he put him in jail again?
I mean,
no, seriously, this is a real question, dog.
Dion, do you want to go first?
No, Jen, go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
Well, I think from what we talked about, especially when Megan, who guested on our show when we were looking at Fisk's fight, that was the first time, because that was also televised at his match, where the people of New York actually had a moment of seeing the real Fisk. And now that we have Vanessa is gone. She done. Bye-bye. To the gates. What, or you know,
she's talking to Peter.
I
don't think she went to them gates, but yeah,
way south. I don't know how that works.
I was about to say,
but anyway,
I was like, ain't no way.
But however that works in that realm, she's somewhere up or down, probably down. But anyway, now that anchor for Fisk is gone, he's not going to be as cautious. He's not going to be reined in. Because, like, the fact that the fight was televised and now this is being televised, and the fact that he's trying to do this legally where he was being outed left and right and he was losing control, hence why the mayor was like, listen, Vanessa, if you're in, I'm only doing it for you. I'm not doing it for him. And that they were going to probably do something else behind Fisk's back with Vanessa. So I think now that he is losing all of these different things, he's unraveling. Charles is against him now. I think that's if Matt puts him away again, I think this is going to stick more than the first time, because he's really out at this time and everyone is seeing it, where before they never saw it.
Really, when you think about it, the prison really couldn't hold. He allowed them to have him in prison. Like, where is he? The only way out is for him to die,
or not go in at all. But let me ponder that. Let me go through this real quick. So Matt, he's for the defense. He came in Matthew Murdock for the defense, Your Honor. Like, that's the line that he dropped. Like,
such an entrance.
That's how I like my court cases. I wish my court cases in court cases in real life were like TV.
Hey, don't try that when we get to Dragon Con. Don't do that,
dude. Tell you, get me off track, because I'm thinking about some of the easiest cosplays, man. A suit and red glasses and a stick. Who am I?
Yep. Who am I? You go right.
That's
the
it.
Easiest one.
That's all you need.
I've been thinking about easiest cosplay suits ever. I'm trying to figure out how I can make a lightweight, breathable leather jacket, so I could go as Nick Fury, man. I have figured it out, because I ain't rocking no leather. I ain't rocking no leather on Labor Day weekend.
Hey, we might have to pick you up, dog. Hey, walk, drink some water. Come on, dog.
Because I'm like, man, but I digress.
Matthew Murdock for the defense.
Yeah. So the room erupt. The irony is devastating. Fisk publicly called Matt a hero, handing him the one shield that makes him pretty untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
And simultaneously, Governor McCaffrey initiates suspension papers against the Red Hook Port. Fisk legal empire starts cracking. It cost Matt immediately. The AVTF officers ambush him in the parking garage and shoot him in the leg. He drags himself to a church, and then that's when we have Mrs. Jessica Jones show back up. She walks in with a little pep talk, and she can't keep fighting alongside him, but she offers one more round of help. The resistance is bloodied but alive at the moment. So we talked about Matt walking the courtroom and how that erupted.
Oh, so good.
How do you, and also having McDuffie say that the viewing audience is the jury, essentially. Like, she's not. So with that being said, you got the hero coming back. You got McDuffie, you got the McDuffie saying that about the audience being, or the viewers being the jury, which they are. How does Karen not walk free out of here, Doc?
Oh, I don't know about that. My mind was drifting because you talking about Karen. I wasn't even thinking about Karen being on trial. You know, I'm not even thinking this trial is about Karen. I'm thinking this is all about Fisk and how it's gonna flip on him, dog. So I think in the minds of the people, she's already free. You saw they was cheering for her while she walking up the stairs.
Well, no, they weren't cheering. You see something.
They cheering for her.
A lot of those.
And watch, all of those are going to turn to D's, and I promise you, they are.
Like they were. I wish I had a better picture. They were like, it was not like.
You see that woman clapping? She right there clapping. Look at her cheering right in the middle. Come on, dog.
It didn't feel like a home field advantage when I saw it.
I'm saying they were cheering for her, dog. It's a lot of people that don't like Fisk. They know that they know he's riding. They knew he was riding. And I think when he put those cameras in there, he thought that was going to turn on her. But jokes on him.
Jokes on
him. The people love her. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's already free. In their mind, she's already free. While the judge trying to be snidey, talking about ain't no jury. Hey, lady. Hey, look at the cameras over there. You sure? The jury outside.
I do think the best irony, Jen, is that Fisk made him a hero.
Yep.
And that essentially protects Matt from being, well, the guns did come out, but they came out hidden. They weren't going to attack during the day. Well, not during the day. While people were in the courtroom, we saw that part. They weren't leaving. They were going to wait for him. But even with that, if that man just stays out during the day, like he's untouchable in New York. But you know, don't you think that's like a good sense of irony in this show for this to happen? What, 2 episodes before the finale? Well, 1 episode before the finale.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, it's one of the things that shows that Fisk is losing and fraying a little bit because he said that he basically in a way messed up thinking he was getting a step ahead, but now Matt is protected the moment he's outside, because if anybody from Fisk's people, on whatever you want to call them, out in the open do something to, as Our Lady says, really, you're really scared of an old blind man, or like that comment of him being blind when she was questioning one of the officers. I thought that was such a brilliant line in her.
No, that was good.
It was so good. Real quick. Hey Walker, thanks for joining us.
ATL Day Walker.
What's up?
Himself is in the building.
Hello. So yeah, I think it's brilliant how this is being used, because the fact that Fisk is like, no, we have to have cameras, we have to show the people. It's like, oh, Matt showed up. What's he gonna do? Nothing. Why? Because you called him a hero. You can't do anything.
And again, he's to everybody else, he's a blind lawyer. Yep. That's it.
It's the blind lawyer from Hell's Kitchen.
He's so vulnerable because he's blind.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a regular blind person, I would say, like, couldn't just do the dodgy stuff on a regular, you know, like a blind samurai perhaps. But yeah, they just see Matt as a lawyer. That's it. A frail lawyer. He wear big suits. But
they're a little oversized.
They do look a little big on it.
Bless his heart, they're a little oversized.
Look a little frumpy, you know that, man.
You gotta play it up, man. You gotta play it up. You gotta play up the frail. But we do see Matt get shot again.
Oh, geez, yeah.
In this series and this season, and pretty much again, even with a bullet in him, he still was able to throw that cane through that windshield window.
Yep. Sure enough,
he keeps surviving because he has to survive, you know. But he's banged up the entire way. I saw some people sort of not complaining, but we talked about stakes earlier, right? It's saying that it undercuts the stakes, like he keeps surviving. It's called Daredevil, not, you know.
Yeah,
I expect him to get beat up. I expect him to take a beating, and I expect him to go to church. I expect him to do this. Like that's a Fortress of Solitude wise, or like let me go back and heal somewhere. It's the church, it feels like, for Daredevil. I felt like it's always felt that way to me, at least personally to me. But we do get Jessica Jones come in, and that's the team up that we get, right? That's the team up moment where we're like, okay, one more round with them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a question, but I got nothing because I liked everything about it. I don't know what else to examine about that one.
No, I agree. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah,
it was pretty
great
straightforward.
Scene, great writing.
Yeah, straightforward.
It was pretty straightforward.
My man, no, I've said something about Matt, bro. He got well, he got more Jesus in him than I would have, though, dog. They give you more Poindexter so many chances, dog.
You don't go through this without faith, man. Ain't no way you do what he does. Man. He jumps off buildings. You know what I mean? Like the way
he was praying to Saint Jude and relating with him about justice and order.
Yeah, like I kudos to Matt, man. Mm-hmm. No, because I'd been like, look, you know what? Let's take them all out, bro. I'd be like, God, you got to forgive me on this
one.
I did the point.
We ain't gonna talk about the other person. Like that happened in Act 2. We ain't gonna talk about the other thing that happened.
Jen, let me cook.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to be sure we talk about it, because if we don't talk about it, I would be like, "What are you doing?"
His face on the thumbnail. Let me cook.
Okay.
Okay. So before we get to that, apparently Jen just wants to go straight to dessert. But we got two more acts to go through. This one involves our good friend. Oh, I forgot about that picture. Poindexter.
Hey, Poindexter.
Dexter. So, obviously, Fisk has put a hit on Governor McCaffrey, but Matt can't be everywhere. So he makes that ugly call, man. He goes and talks to Bullseye. He releases him, the man who murdered Foggy Nelson and others, and sends him to stop the assassination attempt on the governor. Matt makes clear this changes nothing between them. Not a single thing. He still hates Dex, but the governor has to live. Bullseye foils the hit. Took him a while. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Yeah, he was waiting, dog.
Boy, that lady was close. Like,
she was almost out of there. Her little feet was hitting the desk and everything. I was like, wait, dog, wait a minute.
That should be funny. But it's the way you said it that makes it.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's on me. My bad, y'all. My bad. That was funny.
But
I'm just saying.
You know, not out of, and he didn't do this out of like, well, Bullseye forced a hit, but you can see he visibly enjoys it. The way he walks away from the house, smiling as the cops pull up. Not out of like moral awakening, it seems like, just that thrill of that perfect aim again, and something other than murder.
And he probably felt vindicated because that was his good deed that he
was
trying to do the whole time.
Do you really think though he's done though?
Closest, no, because this is the closest thing to redemption beat for the character yet, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And the show didn't oversell it either. He came in, he boom, and a smile as he walked out. That was it. We're good.
That's really all you needed.
Yes. So Matt freed Bullseye to save the governor. Really one of those. We talk about like master chess plays throughout this whole season, I think. Like that was a good move. That was a good move. That was a good move.
So well, yeah.
I think this was a good move by Matt as well.
And where did he throw that knife from?
Man, who knows, man?
Bro, it's just the awesomeness of he wasn't even like Dynamite. Who the fuck came in the
room? he never misses. Never.
No, he walked around the corner. It was smooth, dog. Dude go down. He walked around the corner and flipping the knife. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I think this is genius too, because the fact that he saved the governor, she can come out and say, No, this guy saved my life.
He's a good guy. Yep.
He's a good guy.
Yep.
But can he actually ever be redeemed? Though?
No.
There's no redemption. There's no.
But in that moment, yeah. He had a little sliver of redemption. You like to give people hope, Dion. You're good at that.
No, you have to think of his
naivety.
You're gullible like me. It's a gullible thing. You have to think of his core motive, because when he talks about Foggy, he's like, look, I was asked to do a job and I did the job. No remorse. Yeah. None. Yeah, he's not rolling back on it either. He's like, no, I was hired to do a job. I did the job. That's what I did. And that's what he's done with every person that he's taken out. Even when it wasn't a job, he just did it because he was like, man, you in my way. Boom.
So do we think this was his final one good deed? Like this all he wanted 2 episodes ago was one good deed. Is this it for Bullseye? Do we see him next episode? Did he walk off into the darkness?
I don't know if this is it for him. I don't believe it is. As far as the rest of the season, I can't say, because the way it's constructed, it seems like he's done for this season, but he can still come back in other shows or season 3, depending what they want to do with the character. Because technically the rule is, if you don't see the offing, they could come back.
Well, my thing is he never finished. He never finished his first target from the first season. So his first target is still walking around.
That's true. Yeah, that is
true.
Who
is Wilson? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you think
if he let that bothers him, I think he's gonna at least come out and try to kill Fisk. Because that was the good deed he sought out to do.
Well, remember,
you're right. Before. That was.
Remember, he likes to play with his food too. So I still think there was a bit of toying around with the first 2 attempts. Like he's taking his time with it.
Because he could have. I mean, what Jen said, he could have just shot him in the head while he was in the ring and while he was outside.
Because part of his narrative, he never misses. He can use anything and always hit his target.
But he didn't get popped by Vanessa like mid throw. Like that's
I think had he not gotten shot, they'd have both been dead in that ring.
You would have pulled off a double. So. Like
Because remember, like by Vanessa 1 being there when she wasn't supposed to be, and 2, she came ready. He wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Man. One good deed. I can't forgive him because he killed Foggy. Is he a great character to be used even more throughout the MCU?
Yes.
Yes. Like that's it's
he's so complex.
Okay. Let's say Loki. Let's take it back to MCU. Let's say Loki. Did Loki ever like straight up like just somebody?
Yes.
That we know of the group. I don't think he ever.
But he tried to kill all of them. But Dion, what you trying to get at here, bro?
And then there's a try and there's a do. You know what I mean?
Because
of the
he came down here and was killing everybody, especially after he manipulated Hawkeye. He was just killing people left and right. What do you mean?
Did he kill him?
Yes, he was.
Man. They didn't, and they told him kneel. That's all he wanted. He wanted him to
get
kneel.
out of here, dog.
No, like there's
okay, he did on the first one. But I'm just saying, if he were to take out an Avenger, like say he took somebody out, do we see that same character arc for him?
No, I don't think
through the MCU. If he took someone out, it'll be tough. It would have been tougher. But he was such a good villain.
I mean,
you have to keep him to bring him back for something else. You have to keep bringing him back.
If the ending that we have received still stood with that change in the story, to your point, it would be difficult. It could happen, yes, because technically, if you think about it, he is the god of mischief, and we have seen him off people in the movies that were not, of the
Main
Avengers or
characters.
everything. Yeah, the
Yeah.
main characters. But it doesn't mean that depending how the writing went for the character and how dark you wanted to take Loki, because with him being the god of mischief, you can go as dark as you want with that. Like there's layers to it. So I think if that would have happened, yes, if where we end with him in the show Loki, if that's the same ending point, the journey's just probably longer to get there.
I want that for Bullseye. I know he killed a beloved character, which is, and I know it.
I don't know. He's out here.
He's out here trying to right a wrong, man. You know, there's a gang of mischievous people up in a tower right now called the Avengers with a Z.
No, he's only trying to right this wrong.
Tony's folks, and he's an Avenger.
I don't know, like. My thing is, I'm all for redemption arcs. I mean, that's one of the main threads of the Star Wars IP. There are redemption arcs, but then there are rules to the redemption arcs, whether the character accepts it or doesn't accept it. So as far as when it comes to Marvel, I'm more open with Bullseye not fully being redeemed.
Because he's still gonna go out there and kill people, bro.
Yeah, he is.
That's what he do. He told you that. He said that.
From his own
mouth. He's basically like with no remorse. Like,
yeah, he has not had any remorse.
What if that's okay?
He has talked about none.
What if that's for good?
Him having no remorse and just killing people
for good?
No.
But is he doing it for good, bro? That's his last good deed. Now he finna go kill some people for what? For money. Now what?
For good.
No, for money.
Ooh, could be some heroes for hire stuff.
Man, here you go. With the hope again. Here you go.
This is why you're getting the hope ring in the Green Lantern universe.
Exactly.
Hey, man. Hope all you need is
that is your ring. Is hope.
Listen, just looking at this picture, I told y'all I've only been wrong one time, and when I said Frank Castle wasn't gonna show up, dog, I told y'all he was out of there.
All right, check it. So Daniel Blake, beloved character of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, he makes his final choice.
He was on my list.
He gives journalist BB his only protection card, knowing it signs his own death warrant. When Bucky confronts him and demands that he give her up, Blake looks at the man he spent the season building that little strange bond with, and says 2 words, F you. With 2 letters, I said it. Buck pulls the trigger, and then obviously we get beat down after beat down after beat down, and Buck pulls the trigger, and but Daniel's out of here. Wait a minute, Jen. Wait a minute. One more. The scene is undercut with Matt praying. We get Karen in prison. We get Fisk alone without Vanessa, and that's one of like the show's best like editing sequences at the end for me, at least, because it hits hard. It shows everybody in this game that's been played so far, and here's the thing too. Obviously, Michael Gandolfini, son of James Gandolfini, playing a man that destroyed by the same machine that sort of consumed Tony Soprano, was kind of a way to go out. If I was going to go out, I want to go out that way, even though the screen just turned to black on The Sopranos, which stunk. But notably, the showrunners confirmed post-episode that Blake's ending was changed late in production. The original fate has not been revealed. So I read a little bit more into that. They did do some reshoots, and there was some CGI work here and there for some stuff too. And he even speaks about it, about how he saw it being a great character for this season, but he didn't even know what more he could do with the character within this universe. Now, we had a lot of predictions, a lot of hypotheses. We had a lot of it.
Speculations.
Doc, I think you may have been the one who said He wasn't going to
in
save
love
her.
with that girl.
He was, but you said he wasn't going to save her.
I said he was.
That was me who said that.
Oh, Gene, you said that? Okay, my bad.
I last week when we were discussing it and how they've been setting it up for the past 2 episodes, I said I don't deny that he loves her, but I truly believe that he wasn't gonna do this.
I knew he was gonna do that from the very first time. I knew he was gonna do that. He was in love with that woman. That woman fine.
You could, but again, it was just one of.
And then he couldn't live with the guilt of what he did, bro. Y'all got to go deeper into the psyche of this young man. Let me tell you, bro. And then for the simple fact that he was like, I can't let somebody be on earth knowing what I did and all this stuff. And then he's like, take this phone, skedaddle, get on up out of here, and go holler at Buck by myself. He gonna go holler at Buck. We know Buck is the killer of all killers, dog.
Why didn't we just leave together?
Because he knew Buck would hunt him down. That's why. Which in turn would put BB in danger. That's what he doesn't want.
Buck not hunt BB down. Okay, will he not hunt BB down?
No, because we still ain't seen the white tiger yet.
I think he will. I think he
will.
will.
Here's the thing, yeah, I kind of agree with Doc on this. I don't think he will because it's this for me that makes me think that he won't. Because
and what Daniel said,
this is a man who never had a problem pulling the trigger.
Exactly.
Until this friendship. Yeah, I found this whole thing very interesting. I will say this, I was actually surprised that he came through and protected her because I really thought that he was going to give her up. I mean, he was playing the plan all the way through up to the final moment. He was about to bring her in. But yeah, he changed his mind. He let her go and took it. And he was on my list. It was just a matter of when. So
and the crazy thing is, before Dion read what he read, when I saw him he shot him, which looked like it went straight through his head.
Yeah, it did.
But then when he stepped over him, I was like, Daniel might not be dead, but I'll get the W for this one because he sacrificed himself.
That's what I thought too, man. I thought Buck just shot next to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he beat my boy face apart, dog. I'm just, woo.
Not just his face. Like, there's other parts of him too, because the way he was breathing, it's not just his face.
And the fact that he said something to Buck and made Buck think, like, bro, what do you have that you love so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if somebody held a gun to their head? Because you're gonna be the one on the floor with a gun to your head.
Yeah, that part. I was gonna say, like, he basically said, what makes you think you're not gonna end up here eventually?
Because at any time, Fisk can be like, you know what? I'm tired of your services too. You are dismissed.
Well, look at Fisk's track record with all the people who have worked for him. Most of the people who have worked for him from the beginning no longer work for him. Why? Because he took them out.
Out of there.
Yeah. I still, again, I saw that after, like, I speculated all night after this show went off. I was like, he shot the floor, man. We're going to start with the episode of Daniel getting up. Like,
he ain't going to get up, though. No, he ain't going to stand.
He's just laying there. He's just laying there relieved.
And you're going to see him cough some blood. You're going to go, and then you're going to be like, oh, he's still alive. Then BB gonna come up there and be like,
and you're gonna see the bullet hole like right next to him on the floor. You know
that there
where Buck didn't shoot him.
And then BB gonna come up and then gonna call 911, and then your boy gonna be in the hospital.
Ain't no 911. Ain't no.
Well, she gonna call somebody. She gonna call somebody. But White Tiger auntie is a nurse. Yeah, that's what she gonna call.
But let me go. But those were my hypotheses while I was going.
Hypotheses.
I know.
No, you keep saying it. You know that. You know.
I know. I was
hypotheses. I'm gonna be opposite on this one. At this point, I think he's gone until I am proven otherwise. So that's my perspective.
That was always tough, Gia, because for me, like you want. For me, I'm like, you never. Again, the word of the day for me in this episode has been hope. And that's all I've had every single segment.
Yes.
I thought this was a great scene put together, spliced together. It was
sort
of like that calm before the storm. We end with the clash of thunder, and the storm's coming in the next episode somehow. Jen.
I don't want to jump ahead if you have it planned, but I do want to ask, do you have any pictures, or are we going to discuss the scene between Fisk and the therapist?
Or Karen and the therapist?
So, since Jen just wants to jump ahead, let's jump ahead. Let's jump ahead
around. Sure, we get all of the big moments in the show.
Jen, how many shows have I done? How many shows have we done?
I'm sorry.
Jen, take it away. You want to talk about this? Heather and the Muse. Go ahead. Right here. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Jen.
So, I found this scene incredibly interesting because we see Fisk in his room where Vanessa was, went up to the jewelry box, pulled out the earring, and just knew right away. And then calls her in and talks to her because of what is being set up as far as the court case for Karen and all that and blah, 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 blah. And then basically gives her the earring, which I was surprised about because I thought he might have taken her out because she stole something that was belonging to Vanessa. So I found that whole thing interesting. And we've been speculating that she becomes the new version of Muse, and it's those colors that are white and red, which are Muse's colors. And when in another scene, I'm trying not to jump ahead, there's more foreshadowing of that.
No, let's stick with all of Heather's and the Muse stuff, because again, that's one of the things where we figure like Lady Muse would be a thing in this season anyway. I did some looking around, just some research too. I think maybe even like
actually this picture that you have. Yeah, it's this one.
That's right.
Megan may have done. Yeah, Megan may have done something on her. If she hasn't, I'm gonna check to see. But pretty much that character is the Lady Muse character is pretty new, and it has to do like with some like Hale stuff, some very stuff that's not of this MCU world, but we do have magic, right? And all that stuff. So it's not a real possibility that stuff like that could happen. But I think we dialed this up maybe first time we saw her in the season. Where this was like, okay, this is the inevitable. That's your new villain for next season too. I don't know.
But don't just be brave when somebody handcuffed, bro. Because if Karen hands had been loose, man, she'd have been dead.
I'm anxious to see how this changes Heather, though. Like just from like her abilities, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she's trained or done anything like that, or the power of the Muse, whatever. I don't know. It's all mental now, right?
Yeah,
it's her mental state.
Yeah, we're watching.
How can she stand toe to toe with anybody?
We have been watching her mental state unravel from the very beginning, and it's getting increasingly worse and worse and worse. Now she's technically in doing a psych evaluation, and she's smacking around the person when she's supposed to be doing a psych evaluation and doesn't do the psych evaluation. So again, I will keep saying it. I know this is a make-believe story, blah, blah, blah. This woman shouldn't be practicing at all. I'm just like, how are you still? Well, I'm like, well, you work for Fisk, but we're like, we are really seeing her go way left, way left, and if we have called it, when she snaps and becomes it, she's gonna be a lot worse than the first one, because she's a psychotherapist. She could torture people by playing with their mind.
Yeah, man, Doc.
And although we hadn't seen a lot of her, she could have been trained in the darkness. You know, like my man Bane. You know what I'm saying? I was warned from this. I don't know. I'm just saying. I like the scene. And I like the creepiness of it. Having the muse in the background is pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? Foreshadowing.
Really adapted the darkness. I was born.
Yeah. Yes.
Really adapted the
It's
still a good movie.
Your girl, she could have been in there trying to adapt to the darkness. You know what I'm saying?
It's got some flaws here and there towards the end, but it's still a good movie. It's still a good time to me, man.
But yeah, and then for her to put hands on Karen while she, you know what I'm saying, locked up literally. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was, yeah. And Karen's just like, and Karen got this look on her face, dog, like if this was a fair fight, you wouldn't be breathing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like she that's got that Frank Castle look, bro.
But that's and I think Jen might have brought it up too. Like all of her like cases, all of her patients, like all of that, all the stuff that she's ever been told by any psycho, perhaps, you know, I don't know if she could harness that knowledge and move with it, because I'm anxious to see how her character moves when she becomes full Lady Muse. So
we'll see. But you said something about magic. Where does the magic come from?
It's like some hell stuff here and there too. Is like it's a deep dive. I'll send the video over. I'll send the video in the chat. But no, anything else we missed from this episode here?
I think
that stood out. Because we got Muse, we're dialing up a team up.
Well, I just
know Luke Cage exists.
One little thing. Again? The whole uprising that Charlie is trying to pull off this coup or whatever in Bolivia, right? If I'm not mistaken. What does that have to do with Jessica Jones, the baby, and Luke Cage?
Well, is that the one Luke working? That's not the one Luke's working.
No, Luke Cage is working somewhere else. But I'm just saying, I'm trying to tie the threads together. Like, what does this have to do with this story, and why is it in this story?
Well, we always thought that like him on the phone with people was like Val, right? Like I still think she's intertwined into something. You know what I mean? Like he works for somebody. Who does he work for? The only other person we know in the universe right now is her.
I'm wondering if they might do some connections to Spider-Man, because we have a lot of villains in that film that's coming out, including the Hand. So I wonder if there are ties to the Hand in this.
And then we already on the preview, we already get old girl as she was handing your man's the key.
Yeah, we got that. We got the Hand. I will tell you one thing. I despise toy companies when movies come out because they let a lot of stuff, like they leak a lot of things just by the toys that they release. And I'll save it for another day. We can talk about it offline. If you want to go look it up, you can. But look up the Spider-Man toy line for this movie, and you're gonna
I don't want to ruin it for myself.
You'll see it eventually. I'm sure you'll be walking out of Walmart or Target.
I ain't looking for toys. I don't go to Walmart or Target.
That movie's huge, man. You know that movie gonna have like they might have an actual Spider-Man.
Well, I gotta put the horse blinders on, dog. I just look straight ahead. I just want to look straight ahead. I don't want to see nothing. I don't want nothing to be ruined for me for this movie, bro.
Oh yeah, this moment right here where I also really enjoyed this scene because where she was just coming in ready for the true or false. It's like, no, I know how to pass that. Many people know how to pass that. Let's do something different. And then Karen gets her triggered, and then she triggers her back, which is causing.
The only thing in her mind is only thing in her mind is like, you took my man.
Yeah, man.
Took my man.
Yeah.
But we will see where this next episode takes us, because we get this episode and Frank Castle coming back for one last kill, which I think we predicted it was going to be Powell because he does something to Karen, or it's got to be Karen related. I don't know. Who knows? But it's got to be worth the kill.
That's our hypothesis at this point. Something happens to Karen,
but it
comes out.
But it's like, Luke Cage. I wouldn't come back for him. You know what I mean? Like, granted, if he if he hurt Karen, probably yes. But I feel like we're gonna have something. Do we line up something for the Punisher in this final episode that leads us into the series?
If it's supposed to connect and then go to season 3,
Spider-Man. Well, it connects and goes to Spider-Man.
Yeah. Because I was just thinking, it's too much popping off in New York, bro, for nobody not to know each other. You feel me? No, for real.
That's where we are now, right? Like that's where we are kind of getting there, scratching our way through it.
Yeah.
But it's licensing with Sony, not letting those web heads swing in.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Marvel be like, Charlie Cox, you want to go do some stuff on Spider-Man? Go catch a brick through a window, man.
Go super cool.
Come on, man. How did his senses beat Spidey senses, man? I don't get it.
Because he uses sonar. That's why.
But come on, man.
I'm just you asked a question. I'm just saying. As soon as it vibrates, he sees it.
I can't believe I want to debate this because
as soon as anything vibrates, he sees it, bro. We already saw that. So that brick vibrates through the air. So he sees it.
Why is it I never have popcorn in these moments?
And
then even though still when Spider-Man was sitting in the diner and old boy and Dr. Octavius threw the car, it took a minute for his Spidey senses to even kick in, dog.
No. I'm not giving you that one. He was getting his powers back.
Come on, bro.
He was getting his powers back. Remember, he didn't have them no more.
And it always take a minute for Peter Parker's senses to kick in. The spaceship was right behind him when they was on the bus. Everybody saw the spaceship except for him. He's sitting over here, and then his little hair stand up. Bro, he always late.
Let's think about this for a second. Movie-wise, have they really made this, other than the last movie, when he was walking through all the villains and he was picking it up then, that's the best portrayal of Spider-Sense in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. By far.
Yeah, you're right.
But when you think of if you think about the character, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because he's supposed to have it every time there's danger near. It's supposed to hit him. There's danger of foot.
Danger of foot.
Hey, man.
I think the correct phrase is there's a disturbance in the force.
Oh, well, she just said that works too.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what the last episode brings us next week.
Oh my god!
Here, and we'll be here to talk about it after. Man, that's gonna be a good one, though. That's gonna be a good one. But we'll be back regularly scheduled, like I said, next Wednesday, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time, here on All-Star Fandom. Go back and take a look at our walk down X-Men memory lane with the Lee Walls this week. But the video's up now. We did a live show with them. They showed us everything from, I don't know, like art, Australian toys that McDonald's, Happy Meals, Australian toys that never saw the light of day in the TV show. It was just great.
Wolverine boxes, a Wolverine phone.
Yeah, so go back and take a look at. Yeah, so go back and take a look at that one. We really enjoyed them being here. We really are thankful that they were able to join us for that too. Right before we get X-Men 97 season 2 this summer. So a Django and Zorro movie.
We've been talking about this for years. They've been talking about this one for years.
That's
interesting. Did you know? Okay, before I started, did you know there was a comic book?
No,
I didn't know about the comic book.
Okay,
but I knew they've been talking about this movie for a long time.
So check this out. So it was on April 27th. Deadline and Variety broke the news that sort of stopped Hollywood. Sony Pictures is officially moving forward with the Django Zorro crossover film, and they've hired Oscar-winning screenwriter Brian Helgeland. He wrote L.A. Confidential and Mystic River to pen the script. This is one of those announcements that sounds completely sort of insane, especially when I saw it for about 5 seconds. And then I went, man, I don't know about that. I kind of want to see that.
Look, like my man Dewey Cox said, I think I'm gonna want some of that. Yeah, you're gonna want some of this. Yeah, dog.
But here's the thing. Before we talk about the movie, we can talk about need to talk about the comic book, because most people are hearing about Django and Zorro teaming up and thinking, where'd that come from? The answer is it came from Quentin Tarantino, who wrote a 7-issue comic book miniseries in 2014 that most casual movie fans have never read. And I took a look at it. I skimmed it on Hoopla the other night, and I talked like Antonio Banderas, and I talked like Jamie Foxx. I had a good time. I had a great time, but it picks up like right after Django Unchained, and that's when they sort of meet up and do all that stuff with it. But apparently the movie won't be like that.
It won't be like the comic book, like the source material.
Well, it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of both. So Sony has now resolved the rights situation, and now they're able to write a screenplay. The key details confirmed: the film will be based on Tarantino's and Wagner's comic, but will tell a new original story with the characters. Tarantino, he's not directing, and has no formal attachment to production as of yet. But sources confirm he's given his blessings and support about moving forward on the film. And no director has been set either. No cast has been confirmed. Jamie Foxx has not yet signed on. Antonio Banderas, though, and Banderas did confirm publicly in 2022 that Tarantino had personally approached him about a crossover at an Oscar party. Doc,
he's 70. I don't know if he can play Zorro.
Y'all be like 8. LeBron 41, and he out here.
We ain't talking about LeBron. He ain't built like LeBron. He ain't in no hyperbolic chamber. The man is 70, bro. I don't care how good he look. He ain't playing Zorro. He ain't jumping on Tornado no more.
Look at the recasting for Aragon.
What world do we live in, man? You know what world we live in?
Oh my God.
This ain't the Matrix, cuz.
Do you know what world we live in?
The real world.
It's called movie magic. Movie magic.
Leon, but we talked about this with
You're
Aragon.
not going to go and see Antonio Banderas movie magic jumping off.
We talked about this with the Aragon trailer. De-aging is expensive.
Crazy expensive.
Antonio Banderas wears a mask.
You still have to de-age Antonio Banderas, because there's going to be times where, like, within the contract
$500 million on this movie,
he's going to probably ask, when can I take the mask off so you can see my face?
You want them to spend $500 million so your man can wear a mask the whole darn movie?
Why not?
Because Antonio Banderas wants his face to be seen, and the women want to see his face.
Well, like Pedro Pascal, went back and forth with his contract for Mandalorian because he wanted the helmet off more, and he got pushback in the beginning about that. It's like, no, the part of the Mandalore lore is you keep it on.
So they need to find somebody younger. They gonna find somebody younger. Jamie can still do his thing.
Okay, so
Jamie ain't 70 years old, and he's in shape. He playing Mike Tyson right now.
Is that movie really happening?
Yeah, I mean, it's a TV series on Netflix. I mean, it's a series on Netflix.
What?
It's a TV series. Yeah, it's going to be on Netflix. It's not going to be a movie anymore.
Did Mike Tyson sign off on it this time?
I believe he did, because it's Jamie Foxx.
Okay, I'll watch this one. I didn't watch the last.
I didn't watch the one on Hulu either. I didn't watch
just because he didn't sign off on it.
But not no shade to the actor that played Mike Tyson, because that guy's a really good actor.
Okay,
it looked like it might have been good.
Antonio Banderas is 65, so
70.
Dude, man,
he's 65 years old.
So you thought that was him doing all that stuff in the Expendables? Did he look good to you?
And that's what
I'm just asking the question, Dion.
But that's what I'm telling you. It don't have to be him. Oh my goodness gracious, man! Y'all,
who would it be if it ain't him, dog? That's the only Zorro people know. Him and Anthony Hopkins,
man. Because I feel like if you can't, what year did Django come out?
I'll look that up in a second. Jamie Foxx is 58, so he's getting close to 60.
Mm-hmm.
Django
look good though.
Django came out in 2012.
The audacity of you talking about Antonio Banderas this way, man. I can't.
No, it ain't like I'm saying he looked like trash. I'm just saying he ain't jumping on tornado from a 2-story building and riding off into the sunset with disease in the door.
Did he do that himself in that movie, in those Zorro movies? Was that actually him?
Oh, are we going to let the stunt man do the stunt?
I just told you we doing magic,
Mr. Tom Holland. Let's protect the stunt man stuff. Is that what we doing?
Told you. I just told you that.
Still, he gonna have to run somewhere. Why you think this other Lethal Weapon ain't came out yet? Because Danny Glover is 1,000 and Mel Gibson is 1,001.
Well, here's the thing.
Ain't nobody trying to see them running around.
That shouldn't even happen anyway. We're responsible for whatever happens to them, all of us. If we put them out there to make another Lethal Weapon, all of us to blame for whatever happens to Danny Glover and Mel Gibson if they come back for another. Dude, when he was in the tub saying he was too old for it.
He was 41.
He was like 41 then.
He was 41. Yeah, he was 41.
Talking about retirement.
So, a few actors who could possibly take Antonio's place, because I don't think Antonio will come back for it. We have Oscar Isaac. Oscar could do it.
Man, Oscar Isaac getting too much, man. Let him be, man. Let him. Y'all working him too much.
Oscar could do it. We also have Anthony Ramos. Anthony Ramos could do it.
He could.
I don't think I would like that one.
Why?
Because there has to be a suave sort of debonair.
He ain't suave. You don't think he was suave in Transformers? No. You don't think he was? Well, he wasn't suave and She's Gotta Have It. He was all right at the end when he sang.
He was what?
He was getting. He was starting to get his little suave with there. You know, he was trying to get it back. You feel me?
No, I don't know.
Michael Pena. There's another one.
Nah, I don't. Unless he's telling me a recap of the Marvel Universe, that's the only thing I want to see him.
That's so disrespectful. Don't do my man.
No, imagine how funny a recap of the Marvel Universe through him would be. Like,
see, now you got me. Now you're thinking. Now, man, we so off subject. Look.
Well, Jim was pulling out names.
We're in the realm of the conversation because we're debating on if Antonio can do it, which I don't think he would, because de-aging is expensive. He's not going to be in the entire mask the whole time because he's going to want to negotiate to have the mask off. So what are some other?
So do y'all think they just need to do a fresh recast of these two characters?
So check this. I pulled something else too. So the most intriguing detail, reports indicate the film is expected to feature a younger version of Zorro rather than an elder that's portrayed in the comics. This has led many outlets to speculate that the film may be positioning Django as a mentor figure for a new Zorro, effectively a soft reboot of the Zorro franchise under the Django banner, potentially launching a new franchise at Sony. The project is currently in early development and director search is expected next. So we're going younger. Let's get that out of the way. We're going younger. He can always be Puss in Boots, but yeah.
I will say this though,
dude. Desperado is still my favorite Antonio Banderas movie.
It is, bro.
I will say this: Antonio still needs to do Puss in Boots. That one, I will give you. That is Puss in Boots.
Yeah, he keeps doing that. He's doing that. He's just like Eddie's donkey. He's Puss.
The donkey
for out.
Yeah,
for real, man. Like those characters are synonymous. Their voices are synonymous with those characters.
Plays young Django.
But I think this might be. Well, here's the thing: if you bring in Jamie Foxx to be Django, right? And he schools a young Zorro, so he's sort of teaching.
That could work.
He's sort of teaching, giving back, like
Dr. Schultz did him.
Yeah,
Schultz.
Yeah,
and Frick.
It's also going to be similar to the Robin Hood movie he did. How he was training Robin in that Robin Hood movie he did, training him how to do archery. So it'll be similar to that.
Oh Lord Jesus, let me kill this.
after getting freshly kneecapped. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Oh man, I could watch that. I could watch the ending all day, man. I could watch the ending all day.
Oh man.
But I think this. I mean, obviously we got a younger Zorro. I think this could be dope, man. It's hard for me to sort of trust.
Actually,
it's hard for me to trust Sony a little bit with trying to build a new franchise like this off the back of like Django and what that history is with that movie, with the most recent one, not the older ones. But I think this could be dope, man. A good Western spaghetti sort of Western.
I think so.
This style looks good, man. Like I said, it reminds me of Red Dead Redemption, bro. So I mean, it looks like it's gonna be awesome. I hope it is.
Yeah, and
I want to read the comment. I want to check it out.
So okay, so Tarantino did give his blessing, but this is like a Tarantino world, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How can you?
They're not going to write it like that.
Him being the character, like really?
I don't think they're going to write it like Tarantino. They're bringing in someone else who's going to write it so the wider audience, not just Quentin Tarantino's audience, can see it. Just follow me, Dion. The whole hold on, wait, listen to me. The whole point is to make what? Money.
A franchise.
You literally just said you kind of leery about Sony. So if Sony is thinking like I'm thinking, hey, let's get those people that's still on the fence. Let's get the people that ain't even effing with us. Let's get them to come over here and let's write this in a perspective that they all can see and make it good. Not just write it in Quentin Tarantino style.
I don't know a person who didn't like Django. You know what I mean? Like
Django
was widely like I won't say celebrated, but widely like favored as like this was a great movie. It was typical Tarantino.
I'm not debating that everyone didn't like a Quentin Tarantino film, but if you go back and watch some of the older Quentin Tarantino films, everybody did not like From Dusk Till Dawn. Everybody did not like, what was it called? Death Race, Death Car, or something like that.
But here's the thing.
Russell Crowe.
But his big ones, Pulp Fiction.
Yep.
Worked.
But here's the thing, bro. Everybody did not like Pulp Fiction. That's the thing.
Reservoir Dogs.
Everybody didn't like Reservoir Dogs.
Okay. How was the reception for Django?
That's what I said. Everybody liked his one movie. And that's great. But we're looking at the track record. I'm Sony, bro. I'm looking at this track record. Let's bring in somebody else.
I got an example for you. Okay. Because I feel like would this still be rated R?
Of course, it's gonna be killing and stuff. It's gonna be rated R.
You can still. I mean,
so you would think you would want to slap a PG-13 rating on here?
Hear me. Well, you talk about mass audience, right? But here's my thought. Remember how dope and how I guess bloody the first two RoboCops were? They're rated R.
They were.
Then they made the next one PG-13.
They did.
It took the soul away from that character.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, even the reboot took the soul away from it too. Because it was PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think if I'm Sony, I'm asking Tarantino to do something with this. Like he's gonna be my Kevin Feige for this world or something.
Yes.
He'll probably be an advisor, but his direction style, you will not see it.
But you could still there's still like Tarantino influences you can use. I know I got a Ninja Turtles reference already tonight, but Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles movie looks like a Transformer movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And they did, yeah, for sure.
So those influences can be used through this. I just need Tarantino back there in the chair, man. He
as ain't finna be in the chair for this one. I'm
not director. I'll say an advisor, man. I say like this is the world I built.
Now that I agree, yes, for sure.
He's got to be connected somehow, and it's got to feel like it connected to Django too. I don't want to feel like Django wouldn't fit.
This is what I'm saying. It would not hurt my feelings to go in a different direction. Of course, it's going to feel like Django, especially if they bring Jamie Foxx back. He's going to step right back into that character because he's a genius like that.
Yes.
But it's not going to be shot in the Tarantino style. That's all I'm saying. Everything doesn't have to be shot in the way Quentin Tarantino shoots it. Of course, it's coming from his brain. It's his brainchild. I get that, but we're bringing in a Academy Award winner screenwriter to write this. You see what I'm saying? He don't think like Quentin Tarantino, dog.
It's true, but there's gonna have to be Tarantino's name is all over this for me, and to not have him involved in some way of like either the look or the script of somehow or the dialogue at least, because we know Tarantino does fantastic dialogue.
Yeah, he does.
You gotta have him chopped in here somewhere, Doc. Like you got to, like, let those young boys cook, but let him be that Kevin Feige of this world that they want to build.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
We will see. I'm excited. Either way, I will be in the theater to watch this. You know what I'm saying?
1,000,000%.
So I will be excited for. Like I said, I'm interested in reading the comic book now, but I think it's gonna be good either way because I'm a huge fan of both Django and Zorro because we've been fans of Zorro since forever.
Oh yes, 1,000,000%.
Since black and white Zorros, man.
Yeah, dog. Yes. When he was on with the Lone Ranger, bro, like we've been fans of Zorro.
Yep. Yes, we have.
Lone Ranger was a good show, man. It was such a good Western. But into another universe. So we're gonna end the night with no game, but just a quick trailer reaction to the most recent Spider-Noir trailer. It came out about last week. We came out on the tail end of our week last week, so we missed it in our Wednesday show. So we're going to take a look at it right now. So this is the black and white version. They recently came out with a color version, so you can watch it either way you want. I pulled the black and white one just because it looked dope. So let's see what we can find in this Nicolas Cage-driven Spider-Man noir.
Every mystery forms a complex web. But pull the right strand, and it's a straight line to the answer.
I'm glowing bright obsidian.
Universe trends to disorder.
Axolotl amphibian. Monsters on the loose. Elemental chemical.
All you can do is fight to keep the chaos from your door.
I came here to offer you a job. My friend disappeared.
You haven't given us much to go.
What can I say? The world's a dangerous place.
Sandman?
I think you're putting it on.
Got me growing 6 black tentacles.
It's been in a hole ever since Ruby died.
We're chasing ghosts.
Maybe we can be alone together.
This is your chance to put that shovel down. So what are you waiting for? Let the best man live.
It wouldn't be what, megawatt, maybe?
The people could use a hero. Fighting is the point.
You beat him like a sandwich.
Was that
He's the best show in town.
What happened to your face?
I walked into a door.
How many times?
A lot. Oh man.
Well, that's new. Yes, it sounds crazy, I know.
So,
hey, Marvel, like, man, who else want to do some Marvel stuff? Here you go. Hey, who else want to do some Marvel? Dude, Marvel is on Netflix, Disney, Hulu, Tubi, and on Amazon Prime, dog.
So we got a look at a few villains in that one. Silvermane was in it. Sandman, obviously.
Yep.
I think
Sandman.
Tombstone was at the end. who he
What?
Was
webbed
that
up like
Tombstone
that.
when he unlocked the joint?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Megawatt are in it.
Wow.
Boy, you want to talk about throwing the
Well,
it's
so,
8 episodes as well.
so
How many?
two different Spider-Man stories full of different villains we have not seen before in the cinematic. That's wow.
In live action. Yeah.
Because we're seeing Tombstone in Brand New Day, right?
Yeah.
Because homeboy from Black Lightning.
Yes, from Black
Tombstone.
Lightning. Yes.
So we'll see Tombstone in that and this. So that'd be dope.
Wow.
A new Sandman. We get to see that. Hey man, I got
It
nothing.
look
Man.
like it look like it's gonna be really exciting. And
I
just to
knew
see
from
my
that
boy
first trailer.
Nick Cage back on the screen, dog, and something that I think is good. Like,
This is a good fit for him. I agree.
yeah. Because the last movie I went to go see him in when I was in Florida.
So I'm reading this one too. Lee Jun Lee. Her name's apparently she's named Cat Hardy in this. That's Black Cat. Natasha Harding or something like that, or in that world, right?
Yeah.
But that was always it's saying that's a Noir era Black Cat. It seems,
which would be tight.
There's a chance we might finally actually see a live action Black Cat.
That would be tight.
My gosh,
that'd be so tight.
That is dope.
That's honestly who we should have in Tom Holland's Spider-Man by now. Like there should be a Natasha Hardy in that world. That's why my hopes are like, what's her name? Sadie Sink, from Stranger Things. She's in this next Spider-Man movie. She's redhead, but I thought we saw her like that. But I was like, man, just slap a white wig on her, man, and let's get this Black Cat thing going, man. Let's just do it. Because we've been waiting for that one.
In the comics, is she a performer, a singer, or something? Or is she just a cat burglar?
In the Noir comics?
No, just in the comics that you've read about.
Usually, I just knew she was a cat burglar. Her dad was rich.
So kind of like Catwoman, except for Catwoman was poor.
Right.
Pretty much. But then, like, she got her powers too. Oh, I'm remembering more of the animated series than the actual comic book, because I feel like she got her powers in the TV show somehow. I can't remember. Can't remember. But hey, I think we were all ready in for this even before this trailer.
Yeah.
So this is going to be another one we're going to have to take a look at every week to week, because it's 8 episodes and it's not connected to the MCU or the main line line Spider-Man or Spider-Verse continuity. Yeah. So it's its own standalone universe. This is what you get to play with now if you can do it right.
There you go. Yep.
And there's
at the end of the episode, show how he connected to my boy Miles Morales.
Hey,
dog, that would be
the only reason that gets me. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm reading a little bit more. So Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, they're the guys who made Spider-Verse, right? Yes. They're connected to this. They executive produced alongside Amy Pascal, and their fingerprints are all over the creative DNA of this project. Phil Lord teased earlier this year that the reason Ben Reilly is being used over Peter Parker as a plot-specific reason has a plot-specific reason. He says, I have to be coy about the reasons because you'll find out. Strongly implying the show will address the Parker-Riley relationship within the story. And it's confirmed that Cage's Spider-Man Noir will return in Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is not connected to this. And it's just saying making it a two format simultaneous run for the character. If they're connected to this, Doc, I kind of believe you now. Because do you let the Spider-Verse guys do the live action, Miles? Because it's going to be a different take than that movie.
Why not? Man, you know how I think.
From that.
I'm thinking.
But it's gonna be so
you know
different
how I
from
think
that
when
movie,
it comes
though.
to this. You know how I think when it comes to this. Collaboration of artists together on this thing will make it awesome. I know everybody say too many cooks in the kitchen. Fuck off. Excuse my language. Fuck all that. When there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, bro, it's an army of chefs putting in work. It's gonna be delicious. You feel me?
This, I mean, here's the thing. Sony is so hard for me to trust at times, man. Where I told them, like, give the keys to Marvel for
give them a little leeway on this one, because we know this is gonna be good.
But no, I think this is because the people connected with this one.
Yeah.
But the thing is like you're giving, if we do get a Miles somewhere down the road, I'm like, boy, let the MCU handle that, man. Let them handle that.
I say let's collaborate, dog.
Well, it depends on if Sony wants to. But I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're right on that now. You are right.
But I'm like, why wouldn't you at this point?
Yeah, that part.
You get your fourth Spider-Man movie.
Like we did with Sonic. Just give us what we want, please.
That part.
It's the fans.
Use the source material. As we always say. Run with it. The play already works. Just run the same play.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, it's there. It's there for them. But that's a wrap on this week's episode. Very Friday night special episode, because we were busy Wednesday with the Lee Walls and X-Men. So go back and take a look at that one. We got a lot in this episode. We covered a lot. Daniel Blake got one of the most powerful death scenes in recent Marvel history. Yeah, Django and Zorro are finally making their big screen, I guess, debut or introduction a decade after. And Nicolas Cage is our 1930s Spider-Man. That's the world we live in right now. Yeah. So that's what. So that's where I am. But next week is Daredevil season finale 2. Well, season 2 season finale, episode 8, The Southern Cross. It drops May 5th. We'll be back here that Wednesday. So we'll break down that end of the season episode. And if you enjoy All-Star Fandom, be sure to please subscribe, leave a review, share, listen to the episode on Spotify as well. And tell a friend who's in your orbit or your fandom, pull them in here. That's what we are. We're All-Star coverage for All-Star Fandom here. Drop your hot takes and comments, what you thought about this episode and any other topics that you want to bring up, that you want to talk about. And
thank you for tuning in, the Nerdy Entrepreneur.
Hey, Lauren.
Let's push this too. On Sunday, Doc and Jen and Lauren will be reviewing the next 2 episodes of Maul at 3:30 at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to check that out as well, and also go back and take a look at the Michael review as well. Apparently, there's a Michael 2 coming. So
we're getting a Michael 2.
Yeah.
Jafar has even said that they're working on the script.
Before I let you go, what's the title to Michael 2? Michael 2 what?
Moonwalker.
That's a great question, because you think about it, they really didn't cover all of
they're gonna start where they left off and then finish
from Thriller on.
Okay. Well, so that's the part. They ended with the London concert, with his solo London concert.
Well, yeah.
So they
ended in 1988. So we're gonna start there. Now we in the black and white era.
You're going to finish the story pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be tough, bro. That's gonna be tough for a lot of people to see on screen if they do it like we think they're gonna do it. And you know how.
But Doc, what's your title? Michael 2.
Ooh, that's a good question. I was just thinking it might be Michael Part 2, the continuation. I don't know.
I know it is. It says Michael 2. It's probably going to be Michael 2. But if you could title the sequel to a biopic,
I would call it I'm Bad, Michael Jackson.
I don't know if you want to go with that one.
The hell you don't. Yes, the fact that he even asked Prince to be on that joint. Yes.
No, not that. The back end of what we're going to be covering won't be a good tagline for that.
Oh, Oh, I see what you said.
The allegations and whatnot and everything.
Oh,
I see what you're saying.
that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay.
All of that, yeah.
That's the marketing brain that works there, man.
Tough, boy. That's a tough question. I don't know that.
Ooh, why do
Man,
Y'all ain't got nothing.
That's gonna be tough. I
give me
gave you
a
what I
moment.
had, bro. But then you had to hit me with the.
here.
You had to hit me with that.
Give me a moment.
It's just a question that came up, and in my
Oh,
mind.
what's your answer? What's your title?
I'm gonna say mine, and then the show's over. So you better go yours now.
What do you think about actually naming it after one of his songs, like "Remember the Time"?
That works.
Huh.
Doc?
I already told you, man.
Mine's is Michael 2.
And
Good
night.
Until next week.